thing that amazes me, and I would say this to any young person: the world changes. Um, I think back to Houston when I was 9, 10, 11, 12 years old, and Houston now. It is very, very different. Uh, Not just in terms of the racial composition of the city, but how the city is laid out. You know, it makes a difference that we don't have recognizable black neighborhoods. It was a lot easier to function when you knew where every black person in Houston lived. We had pockets. Now we're scattered everywhere. We're mixed in between, not just in terms of racially, but we have all kind of scattered ideas. And so it's a lot more difficult to lead now than it was when I was growing up, because I tell people it was easy in the 60s because everybody had a common enemy, and that enemy was segregation. We don't all have the same common enemy. You know, I can tell you now, based on what's going on in the country, everybody's not going to suffer the same. And so the secret, and I tell young people in the NAACP, is the secret is understanding that you have to get people who don't suffer as much to be concerned about people who suffer. One of the things I would say is, first, you have to, leaders don't ask to lead. I've never known a leader say, let me be a leader. Leaders are asked to lead. That is, I've always heard people ask leaders to lead. And so, what I always say to young people, because I think more about myself, uh, my generation did not ask people to prepare us to lead. Uh, we knew if we wanted to be leaders, there were certain things we had to do, and we had to prove to older adults that we could lead. Um, I can't I can't remember. In fact, I remember um, once when I first got started in my career, uh, there was this older lady complaining to me about uh, one of my colleagues, and she was saying, I can understand why uh, they put young people in these positions that they're doing, because they don't know what they're doing. And she was talking about a guy's name was Dan, and I never forget it. And I said, Marnie, why are you saying that? And she said, oh, these young people, they not mature. They don't know what to do. And I said, Marnie, Dan and I are the same age. Oh, Jim, you different. You different. So I'm just saying, um, if you are prepared to lead, other people will recognize it. You don't have to ask people to be a leader. They will ask you to be a leader. And so I'm saying, but you have to be prepared. One of the things I used to do when I was dean and president is often to the young leaders, sometimes I would say, when I was your age, I'd be embarrassed to go into the president's office or go into the dean's office as unprepared as you are, uh, because you have to be prepared if that's what you're going to do. If you're going to be a leader, you got to do all the preparation that's necessary to be a leader. And you don't ask other people to be a leader. You show them that you are a leader, and they will ask you to be a leader.